Feeling stuck thinking about someone? You know that feeling. Your mind just keeps circling back to them, no matter how hard you try to focus on something else. But what if I told you, this doesn't have to control you anymore? Today, I'm going to give you the exact steps to break free from this mental trap. And here's the kicker. You've probably been doing it all wrong up until now. Stuck in your head, constantly replaying conversations, scenarios, or wondering why they haven't texted back. You're not just wasting your time, you're draining your energy. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do when someone's constantly on your mind. Trust me, you'll be shocked at how easy it is to get control back. Here's the harsh truth. Thinking about someone isn't just annoying, it's like your brain is being hijacked. And if you don't stop this now, it can affect everything, your focus, your relationships, even your happiness. But here's the surprise, you can stop it. And not only that, I'm going to show you how to turn this situation into something that benefits you. Yes, you heard that right. Okay, first things first. You need to recognize that you're in a trap. You might think you're just thinking about them, but you're actually trapped in a mental loop. It's like being stuck in a revolving door. You keep going in circles, but you're not getting anywhere. Ask yourself, what are you really trying to solve by thinking about them? Are you looking for answers, closure, validation? Maybe you're subconsciously trying to figure it out or get them to like you. But here's the catch. These thoughts are not solving anything. They're only keeping you stuck. You need to step back and break the cycle. Can you do that? Now here's where it gets juicy. Question every thought that pops into your head about them. I mean, every single one. Your mind is like a car, it's driving you, but you're not always in control of where it's going. So when that thought hits, ask, is this thought actually true? Let's say you think, oh, they're probably out with someone else. Is that thought based on facts? Or is it just your mind spiraling out of control? By challenging these thoughts, you can start steering that car in the right direction. And this is a game changer. Now, I want to hear from you. Have you ever caught yourself spiraling with thoughts like this? Drop a comment below and let me know your experiences. I'd love to hear what you've been struggling with, and I'll make sure to reply to as many of you as I can. Next, you need to reclaim your focus. This is where most people fail. When you let your mind wander back to them, it's like giving them the steering wheel again. You have to take it back. Here's a tip. If you catch yourself overthinking, don't just try to stop. Replace it. Ask yourself, what could I be doing instead of thinking about them? Could you start a new hobby? Pick up a book? Go for a walk? It sounds simple, but it works. Every time you redirect your attention, you're taking back control. It's like rebooting your brain. Ever notice how when you're really focused on something, those thoughts about someone seem to just fade away? Why does that happen? It's because focus is powerful, and you can use that power. Now, let's talk about emotional distance. Imagine you're in a hot air balloon. You're way up in the air, and the ground looks far, far away. That's what emotional detachment can feel like. Sometimes we get too attached to someone in our minds, but when you create emotional space, those thoughts lose their power. One way to do this is by taking a step back. Imagine they're a character in your life story, not the lead role, but maybe a supporting one. You don't need to constantly think about them to feel whole. What would happen if you let go emotionally, just for a bit? Would you be less anxious? More peaceful? Let's find out. Here's the secret. You can't just empty your mind and expect it to stay clear. You need to fill the void with something meaningful. And I don't mean just distracting yourself with TV or scrolling through social media. No, you need to fill that void with something that matters to you. Maybe it's diving deeper into a passion you've put on the back burner, or setting a new goal that excites you. When you start investing your time and energy into things that align with who you want to be, your mind naturally shifts. You start to think less about them and more about you. Here is a bonus tip for you. You ever heard the phrase, your mind is like a garden? If you fill it with weeds, obsessive thoughts about someone, they'll take root. But if you plant seeds of focus, passion, and growth, that's when the garden starts to bloom. Now, we're getting to the hard part, setting boundaries with your mind. You've got to start saying no to the thoughts that drain you. Every time they pop up, set a mental timer. Here's how it works. The next time you catch yourself obsessing, say, okay, I'll think about this for 5 minutes. After that, I'm moving on. This sounds simple, but it's powerful. You'll start training your brain to respect your boundaries, and eventually, those obsessive thoughts won't have as much control over you. How would it feel if you could take back control every time your mind tries to hijack your peace? What could you accomplish? So, to sum it all up, if you're feeling stuck thinking about someone, start by recognizing that mental trap. Challenge your thoughts and take back control by focusing on what truly matters to you. Emotional freedom starts with you making the choice to reclaim your mind. And hey, if you've ever wondered whether it's healthy to change who you are for love, well, I've got a video that takes a deep dive into that topic. It might just give you a whole new perspective on relationships and personal growth. So if you're curious, check out Is Changing Your Personality for Love Healthy? Right after this one. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If this video helped, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need it. I'll catch you in the next one.